Somerset County Sheriff Dustin Weir is facing a misdemeanor charge for corruption of minors. The case is now being handled by the State Attorney General, Dave Sunday. The county sheriff is firing back against the charges through his attorney. Our Emily Marinas has more on what exactly court documents and AG Sunday say he allegedly did. Emily?
Well, Sean, the state's attorney general announcing the charge against Somerset County Sheriff Dustin Weir today. These court documents right here are saying that Weir now faces one misdemeanor charge for corruption of a minor.
You know how they say shop with a cop is supposed to build trust between police and kids? Well, in Somerset County, Pennsylvania, that trust just got discounted to clearance level. Sheriff Dustin Weir, the elected lawman, has been charged with corruption of minors after what investigators call a disturbing encounter during one of those holiday charity events. And you're not going to believe where this one went down. Yep, Walmart.
Weir began his career at the sheriff's office in 2001 and eventually assumed the role of sheriff after the passing of former sheriff. In January of 2024, he was sworn into office as high sheriff. Here are the details of the allegations by the Attorney General and state police.
According to investigators, during December's Shop with a Cop event, Sheriff Weir allegedly walked a teenage girl over to the condoms aisle, asked her sexual questions, and even tried to take a photo of her standing next to the shelf. The Attorney General's office says Walmart surveillance video and witness statements back it up. Now, I may not be the brightest bulb in Walmart, but I'm pretty sure Shop with a Cop ain't supposed to include the condom aisle. Think about it. This wasn't a drunken Friday at the bar. This was a kids' charity event inside Walmart, a place meant for smiles and shopping lists, not scandal. Shop with a Cop turned into Shock and Appall with a Cop.
They say 46-year-old Weir pressured the 15-year-old girl to accompany him to the store aisle where condoms were sold, then attempted to photograph her next to the condoms. Sunday says that Weir also directed explicit comments and questions to the girl. Sunday says in the aisle, Weir made sexual remarks and asked questions, asking if the girl had used condoms or had sex yet. He also mentioned what he would do if he was the girl's boyfriend. Court documents state that the event took place in December of 2024. Court documents state that there is Walmart video from the Shop with a Cop event that show Weir and the girl in the condom section, with Weir pointing to something within the aisle shelves. Sunday says that criminal acts will not be tolerated regardless of occupation, rank, or title.
But here's where the story takes that familiar Thin Blue Lies twist. He's still the sheriff. Still collecting a paycheck, still wearing the badge. You or me? We'd be cuffed before checkout. But when the person under investigation is the one who runs the department, the system suddenly forgets how handcuffs work. Because you see, a sheriff's an elected official. And in Pennsylvania, they can't just remove him until he's convicted. That's right. Criminal charges? Sure. Jail time later? Maybe. But today, he's still running the office. Accountability apparently takes a back seat once there's a campaign sign involved.
An attorney for the Somerset County Sheriff says that these allegations are baseless and that Sheriff Weir absolutely denies all of them. That attorney saying, quote, "We are confident that once those witnesses are given the opportunity to testify in court, the real truth will be known, that these are nothing but false allegations made by a small group of disgruntled individuals." While Sunday says, quote, "This type of conduct harms the image and reputation of law enforcement officers who spend their days making sacrifices to keep communities safe." And Shop with a Cop just moments ago sending a statement that says, quote, "We are deeply saddened and disturbed by the allegations described in the Attorney General's press release. The conduct outlined in those allegations does not reflect the values, mission, or purpose of the Shop with a Cop program." According to the Attorney General, Weir was mailed a summons to appear for a preliminary arraignment and hearing. I have reached out to the Somerset County Sheriff as well as the County Commissioners to ask about Weir's employment status, but was told that they cannot further comment on the situation.
And let's be honest, Somerset County ain't special. Every time one of these stories drops, a chief, a deputy, a sheriff, it's deja vu with a badge. They roll out the same three-step statement. We're shocked. We're saddened. We take these allegations seriously. Then comes the magic trick. Poof! Accountability disappears. Internal investigation, paid vacation, maybe even a quiet retirement with a pension and a handshake. Meanwhile, the victims live with it. The community stops believing in justice, and the system hits replay like nothing ever happened. Law enforcement wasn't supposed to be a get-out-of-accountability-free card, but that's what it's become. When the badge protects itself instead of the public's only defense left is a camera, and the courage to use it. Because transparency isn't a privilege, it's a right, and the truth shouldn't depend on who's wearing the uniform.